boys and girls, welcome to my channel. I'm ForClassic and welcome to BenchART. So for today what I do have in it is Saints Row the Third Remastered. This game was initially developed by the Evolution, but this remastered it is handled by the Spearsoft, which is a developer team which I honestly don't know anything about it, but they were the guys that did remastered this game. Alright, so first of all, if you want to compare the remaster with the original, you will be better off checking out the Digital Foundry video. They made a good video about the comparison, about the different versions and different console versions, for example, so you might be better off checking on there those differences. In here, today we are here to test the MX130, and my recommended settings for this game, it is to play with 720p low settings. You can also drop down a lot of stuff below the low settings, but for some reason I got a lot of visual corruptions, glitches and all that kind of stuff, so I'm hoping that they actually do fix this with a driver update or maybe a game update, because something was broken when you drop down the settings below the low settings, and that's about it. But for the performance, the average was quite good. It was above 40 frames per second, my average it was 42. But in some intense situations on this game, the 1% low it was 27, which means that every time you will get with a very complicated situation with a lot of explosions or a lot of NPCs concentrated in the same place, your game might be dropping down below 30 frames per second. And despite with low settings, you kind of get a lot of new stuff, for example this volumetric fog effect, PBR environment and lightning. So there are a lot of new stuff into this game that even at low settings it is way better than the original. For example, the assets, the developers did change a ton of stuff. I don't mean only the cars and characters, these guys changed pretty much everything, to a simple light bulb on a map, to a simple tree. They redraw every single asset in this damn game to make it look modern. This was a ton of work. They didn't just change the textures or the lighting, they changed the assets, they redraw a ton of stuff. This is like almost making a new game. These guys are completely crazy, honestly. This remaster, it was a pain in the ass to be done, I'm pretty sure of that. But unfortunately, despite all these changes to the game, which are amazing honestly, playing with those settings it is not really good, because you miss out anti-aliasing, and this game it is a lot pixelated. Of course you can customize and enable the anti-aliasing yourself, and you can create your custom preset where you can use the low settings and you can enable the TAA with no issues whatsoever, alright. But it is not only that. So the minimum requirements on this game, they specify that you need 4 GB of VRAM. In here, my MX130 only have 2 GB of VRAM, and I do notice some issues with that. For example, when traversing the streets or turning, sometimes I do feel a lot of stuttering going on, and I do think that the culprit for this, it is the lack of VRAM. I even did try it on my GTX 1650 Super, which is a graphic card with 4 GB of VRAM that I have, and tried to put the game with the same settings, 720p low settings, and the game was using over 2 GB of VRAM. So, which means that the 2 GB of VRAM of the MX130 might be the issue in here, which means that if you have a 4 GB version of the MX130 or the 940 MX version with GDDR5, probably you will have more stability overall, but the frame rate will pretty much be the same. That's exactly what you should know about the performance on this game. So it is a tough call, alright? If you want to get the remaster, you need to buy the game again. The Evolution didn't offer the game. It is an exclusive to the Epic Store, which is something that most other people don't really enjoy. And it is more expensive, obviously, than the original version. So you have to choose. You either go with the original and you get, you know, less detailed assets. You don't get the volumetric fog, you don't get the redesigned characters, map and cards, so you get the old version, but you will have a decent performance and it will be more cheaper. Or you get this remastered version where you get these new stuff, these new enhancements to the game, but some stuff at low settings don't look really good, and also the performance sometimes does suffer. So if you want to play Saints Row the Third, you need to decide if you go with the remaster or if you go with the original. So do your choice and leave on the comment section below what you really prefer. If you prefer to have better performance and have the original, or if you prefer to have this remastered version but with worse performance and sometimes worse filtering shadows and non-anti-aliasing and any of that stuff. Alright, so guys, I think that's all that I want to talk about Saints Row the Third Remastered. Hope you keep enjoying the rest of the video, and I do hope to see you soon. Goodbye.
It's 3131. Just watch the jacket.
One of us dies.
Oh! You ain't me now. I wish I had a picture of this.
Don't keep me waiting.
Damn, here's picked a nice place for the crew. Push out!
Damn it, 1 second. Don't worry, he's
That wasn't much of a challenge.
time you stayed down.
Killing Saints just improves the pop.
Can't move yet. You're through in steel. I'll cover you. Will you never learn? Get me unpinned. Only the syndicate rules here.
Nothing some explosives can't handle. Look at all this shit. No way they're giving this up without a fight. Don't fuck with the Saints. Ready to crash a party?
We're coming up. Keep the door clear.
What's the plan here?
Clean the rest of these bastards out of our new place.
Easy enough?
Get your ass in some cover.
What?
Those guys are getting dropped off outside.
You know who you're fucking with? Tight.
Wouldn't want to be in that. Yeah, baby. Come on, Sam. Come on.
You gotta disappear. Someone check my car. Come on, everyone! I don't even think I could do that.
Will someone protect me?
I got it.
easy. How's it going, Shandi?
Good news? We've cleared him out. Bad news. The boys are saying this place is rigged to blow.
Well, shit.
Where's that guy in the helicopter going?
I bet he knows how to disarm this place.
Then try not to kill him.
Shandi, you got the place cleaned up yet?
What do I look like, the damn maid?
So that's a no then.
We're sitting on a bomb here and you're making jokes.
Someone needs a nap.
Timer and the clock's ticking. You got him yet?
Just finished cleaning up. I'll get the codes.
Nope. No codes. Just 4 wires. Red, green, blue, and black.
Yeah, I'll get back to you then. Still got it.
Here's the mag. Happy to kill.
I'm going now.
That was easy.
Damn it, I don't have time for these assholes. How do I defuse the bomb? The red wire! Cut the red wire! Good boy. Shandi, cut the red one.
Damn. I lost the bet.